I literally filmed for the last like 5 minutes and didn't realize my microphone was off, so you could hear nothing at all. That was great. So I just want to give you guys a quick little life update and chat about just kind of what has been going on over here in these parts. Ezra will not let me be great. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, I don't know how this video is gonna go because Ezra's laying on my bed in a bad mood. Solomon is nursing and the other boys are running in and out. So we had a baby, Solomon. He is 2 months old now. He is so precious, like edible, scrumptious. I can't even tell you guys how many DMs I get on Instagram from people like, he gives me baby fever. He makes me want to untie my tubes. Like, he's literally like scrumptious. Like, oh, I mean, I have thought that about all my kids, which is obviously why I keep having them. But he's a sweet baby. Noah started school the week that Solomon was born. Was supposed to be Noah's first day of school. Solomon was born August 15th, and that was Noah's first day of school. So we kept Noah out of school those 2 days, had Solomon, and then Noah started kindergarten that following Monday. And it was really hard for me. Like, I cried all day long, every day that first. If you guys hear crunching in the background, Ezra is playing with paper on my bed. That's the only way I can get this video done. Anyways, I cried that whole first week. It was really hard for me, but he loves it, and it's been really cool. He's going to a small bilingual charter school. A lot of people have asked me, who is Xavier? Who's this boy on your stories? You've probably noticed, if you follow me on Instagram a lot, you've probably noticed Xavier. Let me introduce him to you. Who are you?
My name is Xavier.
He's my son. Are you?
That's so weird. Like, the camera's right there. And so.
He lives with us. Do you like it here?
Yeah.
Do you love me?
Dude, it looks so weird.
Do you love me?
Yeah.
How old are you?
16.
Where are you from?
California.
Xavier is Nathaniel's little brother. When I met Nathaniel, Xavier had just turned 3 years old, and he comes and stays with us during the summer every year, but this summer he came out and we were like, let's just make this a thing. And so he moved in with us at the beginning of this summer, and it's been fun. He is 16 years old, freshly 16, and so it's been interesting having a teenager in the house. Nathaniel and I are not that old. We are 27 and 28 years old, and Xavier makes us feel like we are old. Like, the music we listen to, the dances, everything is so like different. And that's been an interesting dynamic, and it's been fun, and it's been different, and yeah, it's just been, oh wow. And it has just been a perfect scenario for mi vida loca to have, oh, for Nathaniel and I to have yet another family member. Why not? Hi, just looking at me, you look so cute. So on top of those changes, on top of those three things, having Solomon and Noah starting kindergarten, having Xavier come live with us, we've just been, you know, in a full transition. Like, Uriah has been having a really hard time with Noah being in school. He still cries at least once a week about Noah going to school, begs to go to school with him. He even started in our morning prayer time saying that he prays he could be 5 because he wants to start school with Noah. So just been trying to really engage with him. He is our very like sensitive, feels a lot of feels type of child, and Ezra, he is our sensitive, like feels a lot of feels child, and so just wanted to engage with him. And he has a lot of speech delays, and so just been working on his speech at home because getting him to speech has been a challenge. And then Ezra, our wild child of God, has just been keeping me on my toes per usual. That boy has kept me on my toes since conception, y'all. Like, everything about him is just wild, but I fully embrace and love his little, oh, God bless you, his little personality. And did you hear that? Yeah, I just changed his blowout. Those things, Nathaniel is in just a really intense job. This has been like probably the biggest challenge in his Air Force career, this job. So he works a lot, so I'm here with the boys all day, driving to and from, and just there's no point in the day when all of the kids are asleep except for at night. And so it's just been hard. It's been hard to hop on here and do videos. It's even been hard to like hang out with friends and just like be Jalyssa. It's just been hard. So I've been in this phase of really trying to figure out life and what it is going to look like now, you know, with all of these things going on. On top of that, Nathaniel also is in school. Those of you who have been following my blog or following me on Instagram know I was doing school full-time last year. This is just not the season for that, and so I stopped doing school. So we just have so much going on. I've shared a little bit on here before, but I also do ministry, and so I do some ministry work with active duty military women, and so that's a really, really important part of my life that I don't want to let go of, and I want to always make time for that. So those things like my children, my husband, when I say my children, I also mean Xavier, because I love him like he's one of mine. Ezra's literally sitting at my feet right now, so bear with all the extra noise. But yeah, and my ministry work, those things are like really top priority for me. So been trying to stay engaged on Instagram, but also wanting to find a group where I can get back on YouTube. I am gonna start doing more like family vlogs, like show you guys some of our days or our Saturday adventures that we go on, just things like that. I feel like that's one of the most requested things on Instagram is family vlogs, so I'm definitely gonna start showing you some of that. You know, one thing that has been really beautiful about this season of just like being on hold, like my YouTube being on hold, and kind of like my social life, really like hanging out with friends or traveling, doing all of those things. One thing that has been really beautiful is it has really helped me to step back and think about my purpose. I made a post on Instagram the other day talking about how we can do hard things when we realize that we're participating in our calling. We are able to, you know, endure sleeplessness and trials and all of those things with joy, really. When we realize that this is what we're called to do and we find purpose in what we're doing. And so I've been really asking God to show me, you know, re-show me, help me reconnect with my purpose of what I want my presence on social media to be. And I feel like God has really been walking me through that. And in spending that time like seeking the Lord for how I could glorify him through this space, and if this is even something that he has called me to do or something that I'm doing for my own gain, I realized that like this is actually something that I have found as a beautiful outlet of sharing love and encouragement and light in an internet world. You know, like our generation is so saturated with all things internet, and a lot of the times that could be negative. We see so many things that grieve us, like, you know, Black men being murdered and children suffering. We see natural disaster just feel like taking us over our planet. We see so many terrible things, and that the internet could often be a dark place. And I feel like God has really given me the desire to bring some encouragement, bring some joy, bring some light to this space. And that has been super helpful in giving me the desire to make time for my filming and posting and vlogging and things like that. And so that has been helpful. And I really, you know, I spent time praying and asking God, like, I don't want to be like, search my heart and show me, am I in this for the followers, for the numbers, for the likes and the comments? Am I going to still do YouTube if I never get more than 150 subscribers? If my videos never make more than 200 views? Am I going to still do Instagram if I never get paid more than, you know, what I get paid now? I realized that those things are actually really, really fleeting. Like, if somebody watches my video and feels encouraged and feels empowered and feels like they experience some sense of Jesus and some sense of love, then it is definitely worth the filming, the editing, the taking pictures, the blogging. That is truly my hope for my social media. I think of all the verses that just remind us of the importance of pursuing our purpose and the importance of our presence. Like, you know, one of the most quotable verses from Esther is, you know, perhaps you were called for such a time as this. Like, Jalyssa, this is the generation, the year, the age, the time that God has ordained for you to live in this world. So how can you shine and glorify him to the sphere of influence that he has given you? And that question has really given me a drive and a zeal to keep doing this. Yes, son. Yes, hold on. Like I shared, I feel like I do things well when I find purpose in them, and so I have been looking for a verse for my YouTube and for my why. A verse that has really been helpful for me is Proverbs 19:21. It says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." And that is my prayer, is that I might have a lot of good ideas for this YouTube channel, for my Instagram, for my blog. I might have a lot of cute content or good quality pictures or any of those things, but I pray that in all of that, the Lord's purpose prevails. And I really believe that his purpose is for anybody who comes to my channel, and anybody who steps into Nathaniel and I's home, and anybody who even comes into our home via YouTube and is a part of our life, will be encouraged, will feel joy, and will feel love. And I hope that that's what keeps you coming back. So thank you guys for being a part of my internet family. I pray that you come into this space, that you feel loved, that you feel encouraged, and I'm gonna get back to posting weekly as much as my season of life permits. I love you guys, I truly do. I appreciate you giving me your time by coming to my channel, and whatever you guys want to hear and see from me or from my family, go ahead and let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram, and I want to serve you through this space as well. And so yeah, that is what is going on with Team Rich, myself, my channel. Okay, that is what is going on with Team Rich, with myself, with my channel, with my blog, my Instagram. He's so snuggly. Thank you for being a part of it. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I hope that you now have some understanding and insight of what you are getting yourself into if you hit that subscribe button. If you choose to join my internet familia, welcome. If you have been around for a while, thank you. I truly appreciate you. Okay, this guy is running out of patience. I'm gonna go finish feeding him, but thank you guys for watching this video. And I have to shout out my sis Tatiana, who made this beautiful banner and intro and end card for me. I'm gonna go ahead and link her information down below. She could hook you up with the graphics for your social media and your website. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and do so. XO Jalyssa. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Hasta luego.